Glitch City, 2076 AD. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stood something. Couldn't tell you what, though. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the Hall A of the BTC certified. But that's just a mouthful, so we call it Valhalla. Now, the sign says Valhalla up there. Just says the name. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where this story unfolds. Alright, we're playing Cyberpunk Bartender Action VA-11 Hall A. So, I have not played this before. Apparently, it is cyberpunk bartending in the dystopian future. And who doesn't want to do that? I mean, I want to mix some drinks. What kind of drinks do we have? How are drinks different in the future? Can we, like, dilute the drinks? Maybe, save some money at the risk of our reputation? These are the choices we need to make. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks, some snacks, and enjoy. No, how dare you? I'm a hardcore cyber athlete, and there will be no relaxation tonight. All right. Anna says, psst. Hey, over here. Okay, she's on the screen. She's there. No, she's right here. How'd she do that? How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe. Look sharp. The game's starting and the player needs a first good impression of its main character. Is that you? Or is that me? I can't see me. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit, my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. Alright, the one with the car battery and the stream donations. Yeah, that one. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused, and look at the brighter side of things. What's the other 10%? Is it liquor? I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya. Show me my parcel. Just a dream. Huh? There's something near the door. Was it a cyber dream? Because we have a parcel. My membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure my account is at least $800 by then. Make sure to save my data using the Life Backup app. I can now browse the Augmented Eye. Okay, this is Boss and Me. Roll to unlock. Welcome, Jill. There's a save. Can add some apps. What's AE? Mass immigration continues as ... Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Cyborg and Heels returns next. Tell me about the Cyborg and Heels. Returns next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome by Lana Smithy. The popular show Cyborg and Heels returns to the Dome this March, with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg and Heels is a massive stage show about cyborgs fighting terrorism while wearing heels. Director Quentin Hayter explained Cyborg and Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. Oh, what's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels? Cut stuff? Oh, that's literally something we never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. I guess they're talking about Raiden. He is a very good cyborg in heels. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security. Beware! By Kimberly LaValle. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network, and we'll release the whole database this January, a group declared during a stream. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all of the group's threats by stating he's not hiding anything, and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Oh, maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. What about the wild parties? The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing all kinds of rabbit costumes during the stream. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose was to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. Want to follow their example of having fun. Not sure if this will go anywhere. Maybe I'll tell you if it does. And what about the mass immigration? Immigration to where? Quincy's revealing new economic adjustments. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages of basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City's citizens look for better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy in this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learned somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. I mean, language, sir. You're in a position of authority. So what are we doing? We going to work? Evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Gil? When you let people call you Jules. Does that really look like a John face? I don't know what I would say. I don't know what kind of face that is. I wouldn't say it's John. I wouldn't necessarily say Jillian either. Quiet, you. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Don't know. She went out to buy some stuff and... Like, maybe I might think this guy would be Vincent. I don't know. I think that's the name that's coming to me. Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff and things. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and there's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Only an hour? Amateur! Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet. And I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. Well, owning pets can be expensive. And there's all the beer cans around my apartment. And... Jill? Sorry. Did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest. But bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors, like sweeter types like manly? What are the manly drinks? They surely have a lot of sugar. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker on the counter. Gil. When done, press the mix button. Press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button, or the drink itself to serve it. That'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even when the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. I'm pretty sure it's the order of letters is CBT. Gil wants either a sugar rush or a piano man. If I mess up the ingredients or the drink, I can press the reset button and try again. Use the navigation bar to begin browsing. We have $0. We have slot 1, and we have slot 2. We have ice. We have age. We have a variety of ingredients by name. So let's see. What is a sugar rush? Can we make the suplex instead? No? Sugar rush are 2 aldehyde and 1 powdered delta with an optional carmatrine. It's all mixed. Light, sweetie, fruity, girly as it gets. Sweet, girly, happy. All right, think girly thoughts as we do this. Right, and then mix it up. I don't know if there's a time. I mean, if I'm mixing it, I want it to be mixed as hell. That was a fail. We failed it. Alright, I guess we'll try that again. So, the more... How do I know when it's done mixing? That was a fail again. Is it too much mixing or not enough mixing? So, the more stuff we put in there, the more rectangles there are at the bottom. Do the rectangles represent seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe so. Maybe that's seconds. Here's the sugar rush. And, alright. Happy now. A little, but not quite. Let's do one more. I know. Please humor me for a bit. Some drinks need to be blended. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. You can tell it's blended, the shaker starts moving faster. I also need to check if the drink should be served on the rocks or aged. Check ice and age button on the side to select the one I need. In case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means toggle the ice tab. It should be noted that the station will add the ice after mixing. It's not something you should mind though, just a fun fact. You want some moon blast. And what happened to old-fashioned bartending? You had to do everything by hand instead of the machines doing it for you. Okay, moon blast. So, wow, that's a lot. All right, we got 6 of these. One of these. One of these. 2 of these. On the rocks. And then blend it up. Wait till it goes fast. This is sweet, girly, and happy. There we go. It's Moonblast. Here, did I amuse you for long enough? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. If a recipe says it uses optional carmatrine, it means I can use none or fill to the brim. Will a customer ever specify that they want it big? Optional carmatrine does not count towards making a big drink, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am, yeah. Hey, guys! Oh, but, Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's gonna make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. Alright, well, just give her a free drink, maybe. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There's two of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. You're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Not yet! But, I mean, I'm gonna fill up these drinks with so much Karmatrine. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again. I haven't come once, sir. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well, so as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that? Fine. I see no problem. Well, someone has to clean these bathrooms. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs. Goodness. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Let's see. I mean, I don't know what any of the songs are. I guess we could listen to previews, but let's just fill up all the holes. There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, you. Give me a beer. Oh, sure. Right on it. He wants a beer. He looks like a big guy. For you. All right. Let's see. Bottled. Is that the only thing we have under bottled drinks? Drinks, drinks, drinks. All right. Generally, a beer is not a mixed drink. I guess in the cyberpunk future, we are just using these ingredients to make everything. Who knows if this is even a beer? Maybe it's just something that just sort of resembles beer a little bit because you can't actually get real beer anymore. Maybe that's it. All right, mix it up. $200 for a beer, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, too much. I guess it's not seconds. I guess it's not. It doesn't say blended. Is it just mix it like before it goes fast? Because if it goes fast, then it means it's blended. All right, mix, stop. Okay, yeah, don't just immediately click after that. Just immediately. Oh, fine. Here you go. No, this isn't gonna cut it. Give me a big one. Oh, he wants it big. That beer was not enough. All right. So this was already. It seemed like this was already reached 10 slots. The way I made it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I put in more? Oh, sure. This is an extremely high alcoholic percentage in this beer. No, that was a fail. How about if he's just gonna get double of all the ingredients? All right, you wanted it big? Is this big enough for you, sir? Oh yeah, now this one's fit for a man like me. Right. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work is taking me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. Huh. What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that Oibin legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks brings money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of them isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. You can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it. My interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help them make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker? But not all the daily stories about moitas and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems, that is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid, but if more people was like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get people get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now, you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck? That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those Oibin legends. They're easier to write about, and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and if even people like you, people who avoid the motor stories, we'll see them. That brings money. Like I said, money's good. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate them brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is that they know half our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. Tell me more about the sodomy? No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your pages are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column? Shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's, that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyways, column's the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to these outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places that newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard. Only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying that he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. It wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. All right? Does he want it big again? I can only assume he wants it big. A big man who likes a big beer. Yeah. It's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stud a kid? Right. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm well within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. Look, the dog piss is an expensive additive to the drinks. It's actually a delicacy. It's high in demand. Can't get this stuff for cheap. I'm doing my best here. Thank you very much. Now, who is that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities? Not really. At least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. Second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love. Fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want to see is the idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, or to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but no one wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living someone else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh, please. As a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. It sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for these little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. Oh, you like your big words, eh, brat? Well, two can play that game of... Huh. Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, just realized that a bartender like you must have had quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know that I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of us staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer's waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan? Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general. But Mr. Donovan, that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them. Not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods no. But I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss with the name appearing in the paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something? What was it? A drink. Another one. Do you? Yeah. But I need to cut myself off. I just remembered I have a night shift later. Give me something bitter and big. But not alcoholic. I need to wake myself up. I can do that. Alright, so he's not saying something specific now. Tight? Well, he said bitter. We have Sunshine Cloud. This has optional Karmatrine. Chocolate milk. Old chocolate milk. Let's see. Gut punch. A punch made of innards. It actually feel when you're drinking it. Bitter, manly, and strong. Mr. Donovan seems like he would like something manly. And we would not put any Karmatrine in it. The pile driver. Okay, Karmatrine's not optional here. The suplex? Again, this is not optional. The Grizzly Temple. Kind of unbearable. Alright, I'm leaning towards the gut punch. So let's see. 5 of these. Then 1 of these. And then mix it up. No, that was a failure? Oh, aged. Yeah, it said aged. I guess he also said he wanted it big. All right, what does he think? Here you go. Paint me blue and call me Sue. You can actually do it. This'll help me stay up late tonight. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? You didn't call it a hellhole? There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there's no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Wow. I mean, I don't know how hard that is, because I'm not familiar with his wife. Those bastards think they're so important because they put the money in the company. Well, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick the noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to the unions, the government, those kinds of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make someone else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal who says, hey, why don't you do what the other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks! I make sure to keep stuff spicy, while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? You want more clicks? I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? At least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened with Sven, though. We never heard from him again. Jill! Yes? What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You think their short legs would hinder them. But the ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Shh. You'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I... A big gut punch. Fast. All right. He wants a big one. Well, fortunately, we're familiar with it, and we just made one. All right, he wants it big. He didn't mention if he wanted alcohol. So I just won't give him any. Here. You can actually do it then. This crack house is a bar. Hello, crack house? It smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the hell do you care? The payment registry says... sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Yeah? Please, let me know what I can do to make your experience more pleasant, regardless. If I pay you, will you come with me through a motel for a couple of hours? I have this clicker. And, well, I'll explain more about it when we get there. No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended me this place, and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all, and I'm starting to doubt her tastes. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey Jill, where did you put the dish soap? Gil's run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place, knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold, one by one. That's an achievement and title I've never heard before. I know Boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax, though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved Class 5 weaponry, the other a pickup artist, and the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca. Not really an alpaca, but... There's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk, and she started screaming. She was an alpaca, and started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything? Give me a pile driver, please. Please? There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. All right, let's pile drive him. So, okay, he didn't say big. He did not say give him a big pile driver. 3 of these. 3 of these. 4 of these. No age, no ice. It's bitter, manly, and burning. Here? It's fine, I guess. Hey, lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I've asked if you ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually. But for that moment, the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. He doesn't... I mean, I thought that was a shadow under his nose. Is it like a tiny mustache? It looks more like a shadow. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Or is she just talking about porn stashes in general? Does that mean you really faked orgasms? Because it looks like you have a lot of experience. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? No, not really. I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. All right. Let's give him the fringe. The fringe weaver is what? 1 aldehyde, 9 This is like just almost pure alcohol. It's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? Oh, aged. It was aged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Success. Try not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey, lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? No, I mean empty. Like there's a part of you missing. Can't say I particularly have. I just feel there's a part of myself that's missing. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. The clicker. I can't satisfy it by myself. That's why I need you to do it. Have you tried taking up a hobby? It might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is? Bitches and alcohol! I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, so I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and is way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. That's expensive, man. What do you do for a living that you can afford this? Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. Wasn't expecting you to help me. Well, believe me. Eh? I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. This smell is killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. What a lovely customer. Phew. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. All right. Is that us in the middle? All right. That's a day 1 break. It's now safe to keep playing. Is it ever truly safe to keep playing? At least I didn't get locked up this time. We can change the songs. Let's start on the other end of the list. Let's see. Oh, remove them by doing that. Okay. There we go. So back in action. Good evening. Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry. It's so comfortable I usually forget I have it on. Is this better? Yeah, thank you. What can I get you, miss? Master Specialist, Say P. Asagiri of the 765th Division Valkyrie Corps at your service. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Say. What can I get for you, Say? Let's see, I'm in the mood for a sweet drink. Oh, but not sweet as in cool. Not like hella sweet. A cool drink would be nice too, but not cool as in great, and especially not as in big. More so since I have to get up early tomorrow and can't afford a hangover. Sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, cold, not big. That's it. Alright. Small, sweet, icy. Well, let's go look up the sweet drinks. Whoops, not that. What's the Sparkle Star? The Moon Blast. The Brandtini. Or the Piano Woman. Why don't we make a Sparkle Star? She also said she had to get up early, so maybe we will leave out the Karmatrine. Here. I expected something with ice, but this is good. Oh, she did wanted ice, yeah. Look, it's better without the ice. This is the bartender's privilege. We don't get many White Knights as clients. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from the Valkyrie Corps, right? You're the guys who deal with riots and such. Riots? Oh, no. You're thinking the Blitzkrieg Corps, the one with the huge plated suits, right? Yeah, those. No, we're different people. I mean, obviously we're different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath. How so? To rescue, heal, and protect. We're the angels who soothe those suffering enemy attack. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the ones who assist the victims of crime. We watch, we protect. What was that? Sorry, it's sort of our Pledge of Allegiance. We recite it every morning. What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, protecting them from... stuff. What kind of stuff? Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch. You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then? No, I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at a doctor. I'm also kind of like a firefighter, and then I sometimes rescue people from places. Damn, that must be a tough job. Sort of, but it's also really rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive. You must have seen some shocking sights. Yeah, this one time, like it was like the fire came to life and possessed some cars. And I tried telling, when I told the department about it, like no one believed me that was actually happening. But it was totally, it kept happening multiple times. They had names, and they would roar when I would put them out. And there was this time when, like, the fire killed, like, an executive of a company out of revenge. At least that's what it seemed like. It was kind of dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking sights. No, but those are sights, and they are shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear and you actually meant size? Yeah, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but... No, don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer. What kind of answer? Don't worry too much about it. You finished your drink? Can I get you anything else? Something classy. A classy drink. Can you be more specific? Don't make it too big. Does that work? Sorry, I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can. No problem. Don't worry. Classy drink, not too big. All right, let's see if we have a drink called the Snake and Barbarian. No, it doesn't look like we have a drink called that, unfortunately. All right, we need something classy. Fortunately, we do have a category here for classy drinks. What's a Bleeding Jane? It's apparently classy. And the Frothy Water? Sure, let's give her a Frothy Water. Let's age it up. Here you go. I don't know. This doesn't look like the kind of stuff Stella would drink. Who? Oh, Stella's my best friend. I don't like using the best tag, but there's no other way to refer to her, you know? I see. The same as bartender. What's your name? Whatever you want it to be. You know my name, and I want to know yours. No, it's whatever you want it to be. You're paying tonight. Yeah, my name's Julianne. If you want it to be, it's absolutely Julianne. She didn't want to anger us. But why don't you like being called by your full name? It's a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on it. Okay. Still feel bad about angering you, though. Why? Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people. If it helps somehow, I really like this crack house. That actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today. Thanks. What do you like about it? The smell of dog urine and soap? Yeah, it gives it a real homey feel. My mom used to be a veterinarian, and I used to go to her clinic after school, and I used to, like, snort the dog urine. Like, it's weird. Mom would always tell me not to do that. It's like, I mean, when you're a kid, you do weird things, right? And, like, you associate those things with fond childhood memories. The smell of dog piss makes me feel comfy and nostalgic. Well, you know, I could add that to your drink if you're willing to pay a little extra. I don't know. Like, that's a bit too far, isn't it? I've never actually done that. Like, I like the smell of it, but would that really... I don't know what I would think about the taste of it. In fact, the reason I became a white knight was because I enjoyed the smell of dog piss so much, and I was told that our armor would smell like that. It turns out that was a lie. They sterilized these suits of armor. They don't really smell like anything, honestly. I don't know why someone would lie to me about that, but I guess they thought it was funny. But I guess things turned out for the best, because, you know, I ended up being a white knight, and I like the job, even if my armor doesn't smell like dog piss. I kind of don't want to judge people because, hey, I like the smell of dog piss, so people could easily judge me. I always try to remind myself of that. Don't judge others lest ye be judged for thy love of canine urine. They say that in the Cyber Bible. Are you familiar with the good word of the Cyber Bible? I try to pass on the good word wherever I can. I have a copy of the good book here, the good cyber book. If you're interested, I don't know about. Look, I'm busy. I have this job and probably a life after, like when I'm not on this job. But that's exactly what Cyber Jesus can help you with. When it feels like you're overwhelmed with the world, it feels like no one's out looking for having your back or, looking out for you. Then you can open up the book, just turn to any random page, and see a passage that is going to help you, that's going to be related to your daily life. Like, we'll do it right now. Hold on. We'll open this up. We'll open this up, and I'm sure the passage that we will see will have something to do with a problem you're having in your life. And it's going to give you comfort and a feeling that you can come to this book for advice. Let's open it up now. Oh, it's, okay, never mind. It's the one... it's like that one line about homosexuality. It's always that whenever I open it up. It's always that. I don't know why. I have this on RNG, so it's supposed to be random. But whenever I open it up to show someone, it's always this one. And look, let's just forget about that. You really should read it. There's so much you can learn from it. Yeah, maybe it's time for a drink. Got anything with Jesus in it? The blood of Christ? Yeah, we don't have martinis. We don't have martinis in the dystopian future. Ooh, what's the bad touch? We're nothing but mammals after all. I don't really know how different all these drinks can be when we have so few ingredients. Like I said, maybe they just ends up being something that vaguely resembles the drinks they're supposed to be. This is a blue fairy. Okay, so what we want, 6 of these. There's 3 of these. 1 of these. It needs to be old. And there you go. Apparently, this will make you a smug asshole. Here you go. You were right. Thanks. You know what? I think I'll bring a friend of mine here in a couple of days. Really? Why? I like the feel of this place and the smell. I especially like the smell. I want to share it with other people. My friend is more into classier places with they only want urine from purebred dogs. Not that this place isn't nice, but don't worry, I know the kind of place I work in. I see, but it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to... What was that? Sounded like an explosion. I'd better check that. I paid you already, right? Yeah, go ahead. Be careful. I will. She left her helmet. Well, if she's coming back, I'll just hold it for her. What the ever-loving hell was that explosion? Well, looks like oh no, this person's waking up. But we have reached an hour in the tryout, so I guess this is a good time to say goodbye to Valhalla, the cyberpunk bartender action. Action is questionable. But we can mix up these ingredients to make a variety of drinks that people will pay too much money for. I couldn't really say what you would expect to pay for drinks in the cyberpunk future. Maybe these are reasonable prices. I couldn't say. I just feel like maybe some of the artistry of mixology has been removed. If you're just putting the ingredients in a machine and pressing the ice or the age buttons, where's the skill? The sense of aesthetics? I don't know. But it's not surprising that in the cyberpunk dystopian future, everything would get ground down to some sort of automated process. But that's been our 1 hour tryout for Valhalla. Also, you know what's something else that they don't have in the future? Skeletons! Ah!